Yeah, I decided to make a little upload right here just to show you all, you know, when Christ in Matthew chapter 24, verse 22, when Christ said He's gonna cut time short for the elect's sake, and I'm gonna truly show you what it means in Matthew chapter 24, verse 36, when Christ says, "No man knows the day or the hour." And it's the reason why he said that, why Christ said that. Because there is a time period that's actually set in heaven for earth to end. And the devil knows this, the enemy knows this, and they are actually trying to accomplish everything before that time end. But that's why Christ is going to come in front of that and stop it for the elect's sake. But I'm going to show you that there is an actual time period, and it's based off the Sabbath. That's why the Most High said keep the Sabbath day. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're supposed to keep it, not Sunday, because it's actually a time that's actually set in heaven for the earth. And it's the time that a time stamp, or what he marks as different events that happen up to the coming of Christ, and then of course until the end when the new kingdom come, the new Jerusalem. Okay, so I'm just show you this timeline that he got, and actually to show you also evidence, I'm giving you scriptures like in Matthew chapter 8 verse 29, when if I'm not mistaken, it's in this scripture, when the demon came and said, what do you have to do with us? Christ, talking to Christ, and saying that, are you coming to destroy us before our time? And the reason why he said before our time, because what I'm fixing to show you is they know this time. The enemy in the celestial realm, demons know this time. The fallen angels know this time. And then also the Most High set this time for us, because this is the leading up to the coming of the Most High. And this is why we sanctify the Sabbath and not Sunday worship. When we do Sunday worship, we throw off prophecy and we throw off time according to what's set up in heaven for earth. Okay, and the reason why he said before our time in Genesis chapter 6 verse 3, when he says man shall not live but 120 years, he's speaking of in jubilees, which is every 50 years. So jubilees, 50 times 120 is 6,000 years. He created the earth in 6 days, or 6,000 years, and rested on the Sabbath. And then when Adam sinned, he made a decree to do this again. But this is going to be the new heaven and the new earth. That's why in St. John chapter 14, verse 1 through 6, Christ says, I go and prepare a place, meaning he's making it right now. And it's going to take 6,000 years from the time of Adam, or 6 days. Okay. And then in the 13,000th year is the 1,000-year millennial reign, because remember, you got 6 days and Adam was created. Then you got the 7th day, which you say is like zeroed out. Then it starts over again, 1, 2, all the way to 6, which is 13,000 years, which is the 1,000-year millennial reign. And then the 14,000th year, which is another Sabbath, is when the New Jerusalem comes. But Christ is going to come a little bit before that, and I'm going to show you a quick timeline to show you the times that we're in. And of course, I don't know the end time, but I'm telling you, this is the time we're in, so we know how close we are. Okay, this is you got to excuse this dirty poster. It's old. It's 9 years old. It was in my storage. Water got on it, so ignore all the holes in it and marks and everything like that. But as you see, the Adam time period to the fallen angels, the flood, and I'm probably gonna have to do this pretty fast because this phone might go out. The northern kingdom fell around this time right here, and up rose to judge really the Israelites to get them back on course, which they didn't. When the northern kingdom fell, and the only thing you had left was Judea, the 3 tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, where John the Baptist came from, and Paul come from the Benjamites, and Christ come from Judah. You had the Babylonians rose up, and y'all can pause this to get to know, understand this timeline. And then that during Ezra's, in the Apocrypha, it tells you about these. That's why they took out the Apocrypha, I think in 1928. The 14 books that's supposed to be in the King James Bible. If you don't have that, you don't have the complete Bible. It tells you a lot of the history of the Medo times. You got the Greeks, and then under the Roman times, you got Christ came about, and that's around the year 11,000 and stuff like that. And when Christ died and resurrected, the Southern Kingdom in 70 A.D. fell, was taken over by the Romans, and over 1 million Jews fled into Africa and dispersed. So that was the end of the state. That was the end of the country, Europe. Oh man, I'm messing all up. Excuse me. That was the end of what we call Israel, the land, and it was replaced by Gentiles. Okay, and then you got the 12,000. Revived. This is the beginning of the awakening, and the Israelites right now are currently scattered to the four corners of the earth. The majority of them went into slavery in the cargo slave ships, but they all over the earth right now. And we are around somewhere around here. It's a little off. This right here poster's a little off. Like I said, it's this. I did this in 2015, but this is pretty close. But Christ is going to return around this time, and he's going to be ruling. And the Esau is the end of the world. That means who's ruling right now is the Idumeans or the Esau, the Edomites. Jacob is the beginning there that follow. That's forever the kingdom to come, which is Christ's kingdom. He's going to cut time short. And this right here is another chart that I made during this time period. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy, because, and y'all can pause this so you can understand this chart I made. But I'm showing you all the times. It's based off Jubilees. It's telling you about Jubilees and everything. I'm gonna have to hurry up because this phone might go out. It might go out. So I'm not gonna try to speak fast. Speaking the detail that in every word. But look at this poster, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I made this. It's based off Jubilees. It's showing you the time period we're in right here. And yeah, 35 Jubilees, and from Adam to Moses was 50 Jubilees. You have going all the way here, and then when it's talk about from Moses to Christ, it's 35 Jubilees, and from Christ till the end is 35 Jubilees, which is 1750. All we got is 1750. 1,750 years, which is 35 Jubilees. And from Moses to the end is what's called the 70 generations, or in the book of Daniel, when it talks about the consummation of the weeks, them weeks, 70 weeks, is talking about from Moses through Christ to the end, which is 35 Jubilees. Then from Moses to Christ, and then you got another 35 Jubilees, which is 70 weeks. Okay, so I'm just showing you the time period. So definitely it is not 2015. 2000 and what it is, 24 right now. Let's say 2024. We're not in that time period. I'm showing you the Romans. They added at least 300 years to the calendar, and so this is summing it up. I'm doing it real quick. I'm talking fast. Y'all got to excuse me if I'm chopping up my words. I already talked Southern enough for you all. But I'm just trying to show you all the time period that we're in. Now, the closest calendar on Earth that we have that's closer to the date, or almost the right date, is the Coptic calendar. And I think it's around 1740. So it's 17... It's got 10 more years before 1750, which is supposed to be the end. And remember, no man knows the day or the hour, because Christ is going to cut it short for the elect's sake, or there'll be no flesh saved. So we are living in the last days. I can't predict to you all the day or the hour, but I can actually show you the times that we're in through the evidence of the Bible. And to show you all that real quick, before my phone go out, I don't know how long I've been having problems with this phone, but I hope you all are catching this. I hope you all are getting this right here. I'm speaking kind of fast. I'm showing you right here the age of the times marked with Jubilees. After the Passover, 7 weeks is 49 days. 50 is the day of Pentecost, first fruits, Feast of Weeks, meaning Penti means 50. The holy days, 3 days. Let me see. And that's why we got to keep the holy days of the Bible, not the holidays. You know, those who are following Christ has to keep the holy days. So if you are calling Sunday your holy day, you are off the schedule or the time of the heavens, or the Most High God, Ahayah, and his son YASHAYA, who the world calls Jesus. This is the time that they are on. So I'm showing you this so that you can get a copy of this. I am not trying to be the sole owner of the one who have this information, but the one who is one of the ones who is giving this information out to those who are trying to learn the Bible and follow it in spirit and in truth. So you all have a blessed day. Today it's the first day of the week, which they call Sunday. And it's a beautiful day. It is June the 2nd, which they call in this Gregorian calendar. But it's, you know, you go by the 52 Sabbaths, which is 364 days a year. And that's how you stay on schedule, not 365, and they have a leap year and different things like that. They have to try to stay close as they can to the right calendar, which is the Enoch calendar. And so I'm just showing you all this right here, the times that we're in, the empires that rose. Y'all have a blessed one.